Access Hollywood. I'm Scott Evans, and this very Sunday, February 16th, 50th anniversary special, live at 8 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. And it all began in 1975 when producer Lorne Michaels brought together the not ready for primetime players Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Chevy Chase, Jane Curtin, Garrett Morris, Lorraine Newman, and Gilda Radner for a new brand of sketch comedy that was daring and oftentimes a little dangerous.
Buck Henry was the host on the first year. The first time he hosted, he cut his forehead on something. I don't remember what exactly.
John Belushi cut him with the samurai sword.
So he had a Band-Aid on, and Lorne decided we should all have a Band-Aid in the same place.
As Chevy Chase revealed, comedy can be dangerous, and those first few seasons of SNL with the original cast were breaking barriers and setting the tone for the show that holds true to this day.
I've cut the dickens out of my finger. Well.
And for OG cast member Dan Aykroyd, working day and night on each episode remains a vivid and cherished memory.
The writing sessions at night, when it was all turmoil and turbulence and no one knew what they were going to come up with, and just being there in the building in Rockefeller Center, 2 in the morning.
You really ought to put some Band-Aids on those mosquito bites you got.
That's so funny, I forgot to laugh.
Bill Murray, who joined in season 2, considers the late nights an absolute joy.
It would be laughing in the middle of the night in an office building in which we didn't really belong in.
I was the first black actor on the show. Baseball being very, very good to me.
Garrett Morris was the first and only black cast member for the first 5 seasons, and he got the job thanks to fellow cast members John Belushi and Gilda Radner.
I had done a movie called Cooley High, and Gilda had seen it along with John, and they had Lawrence to see it, and he, from seeing that, asked me to audition, and I auditioned with Gilda. It was hilarious because of her, and I got the job.
Garrett paved the way, that is for sure. And we'll have our own SNL moments and memories throughout the show. But right now, our mind is on the Oscars. The 97th Academy Awards are coming up pretty fast with host Conan O'Brien. And Zuri Hall brings us a little taste of what to expect.
For decades, one figure has stood as a symbol of Hollywood excellence, an icon of achievement and timeless beauty.
Timeless beauty. It's a bit much, but I'll take it.
And this year, he will take center stage once again.
I am honored to host.
Radiating perfection as only Oscar can.
Him.
Mark?
No doubt the Oscar stage is big enough for 2 Hollywood icons, and judging by this behind-the-scenes footage, it looks like Conan and the statue are getting along just fine.
I'm going to put my own unique stamp on this year's Oscars by showing America my body.
The first-time Oscars host is bringing his deadpan humor to the ceremony, and though he's no stranger to award shows, he admits training for the telecast has been rigorous.
I've been training relentlessly, so there'll be several moments in the Oscars where I'll be shirtless and oiled, and I think that's going to hurt the program incredibly.
Huh. Well, I mean, it's an idea. The Oscars air live on ABC and Hulu on March 2nd. Now, to 2-time Oscar winner George Clooney. At 63 years old, George is adding something new to his resume, Broadway. The Oscar winner is coming to the stage next month in Good Night and Good Luck, and we were exclusively with George in New York as he previewed his play and learned he's not taking the Big Apple on his own. Kid Hoover has the story.
Amal and the kids are excited. Are they going to be moving to New York while you're in the show?
They're in New York. We've been here the whole time.
George and Amal have been raising their 7-year-old twins in Europe, and now the kids get to be city slickers while supporting Dad.
What have they been up to?
The normal things that children do, which is apparently you have to educate them, which I was shocked by, but they're in school. So we're having fun. My wife is dealing with me walking around doing lines in the play all day long, so I think she knows it better than me.
Ever the gentleman, George greeted a flock of fans waiting for him outside the Winter Garden Theater. Good Night and Good Luck is based on his 2005 Oscar-nominated movie about legendary journalist Edward R. Murrow.
Good night and good luck. I haven't done a play in 40 years. Last time I did a play was at Steppenwolf in Chicago in 1986, so it's terrifying to me.
George Clooney gets nervous?
Yes, George Clooney gets nervous.
George co-wrote the adaptation with Grant Heslov, whom he also wrote the original screenplay with.
Grant, come on up here and say hi. Hi.
That's it. That's all you get to say, Grant.
And the fun part about this is we get to do a play about a subject matter that's very close to our hearts, which is about everything that you guys all do, which is telling the truth and holding truth to power. We've already started rehearsal, and I'm older by 40 years than everybody else in the play.
Oh, he's Papa Clooney. Well, now to pop star Ava Max, the award-winning singer and songwriter, has new music out that is clearly a bright spot after overcoming a pretty challenging year.
Last year was a dark year for me, and I had to kind of come out on the other side, and it took me a minute.
Now Ava is seeing the light and reflecting it in her new single, Lost Your Faith.
It's my own personal experience of losing my faith, and also, you know, there's a lot of different experiences in that song. It's a guy losing faith in me. It's also me losing faith in myself and then finding it.
In fact, Ava reveals she has never been happier and explained how she overcame her darkest times.
You have to dig deep and spend a lot of time alone. I spent a lot of time alone the last year and a half, being single and hurt, crying, and not knowing what to do. And even in my career, being confused last year and not knowing the next step, but also wanting to give my fans music really bad and saying, hey, an album's coming.
Ava also reveals her new album, AM3, is her best work yet.
It's my favorite music I've ever made, and it's the most authentic music I've ever made, and it's all real. It's all coming from experience. Everything I've gone through is in the songs.
Ava has collaborated with dance music icons like Tiesto, Kygo, and David Guetta. So who's the next collab on her wish list?
Doechii. She's really dope, and I think she's like the type of person that I feel like we would just have fun in the studio making a record.
It's been 7 years since the Phenom took the music world by storm with her hit Sweet But Psycho, which Ava says is all about self-empowerment.
The inspiration was when I was dating at the time, I was being called crazy and psycho. And I think we could all relate to that, because for me, I kind of redefined that word, right? Psycho to me meant at the time, and now still means super strong. Like you're being yourself, and you're unapologetic.
We want to wish Ava, who turns 31 this weekend, a very happy birthday. And next up, on the SNL set 25 years ago with Britney Spears, as she was the host and musical guest. But first, director Cameron Crowe's 1983 documentary about the iconic band Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers was thought to be lost. Well, it's been found. And after a only one weekend release last October, it is now headed to streaming. You can look for Tom Petty Heartbreakers Beach Party March 11th on Paramount+.
How did you come up with the name, The Heartbreakers?
Well, just because. Seemed like a good name at the time.
There's been a change.
I love that this film's going to see the light of day, so it was a really magical time.
Please welcome an authentic, all-American rock and roll hero.
The Heartbreakers were a band that loved each other for the music, not for the fame.
When winter season hits, Emergency supports your immune system with so much more than vitamin C. Be ready to fight back with Emergency. And for on-the-go immune support, try Emergency Crystals. No water needed.
For a limited time at Domino's, get the Dream Pizza Deal. Any pizza you want for just $9.99 online. Because any pizza with any crust and any toppings means you can order the pizza you've been dreaming of. All for the dream price of $9.99. The Dream Pizza Deal at Domino's.
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth, as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
An alternative to pills, Voltaren is a clinically proven arthritis pain relief gel which penetrates deep to target the source of pain with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicine directly at the source. Voltaren, the joy of movement.
You're afraid I might win.
Michelle Rodriguez received critical acclaim for her very first film, Girl Fight, in 2000. And 25 years later, Michelle continues to celebrate how the film helped change the perception of women in boxing, as she told Zuri Hall and Mario Lopez when she visited our set.
What do you remember specifically about that time and how your life changed?
You know something, for me, it was really, really interesting because, you know, the world's changed so much. And like back then, it was really hard to find a girl boxing.
Yeah.
You know, it was very, very few women. Like, this was all based on the inspiration of Lucia Riker.
Yeah, I love Lucia.
You know, and this one girl who won a Golden Gloves fight against a dude. And so, you know, it inspired an indie.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was just fascinating. Now you can go to UFC and see, you know, amazing women just kicking butt.
Headlining, too.
Yeah.
It's so great. I think
it is cool.
It was
I'm stoked.
incredible to see you in that. Did you have any boxing experience before you signed on? How did you train?
No way.
You
I had
just,
to gain
okay.
25 pounds of muscle for that one.
See ya! Michelle has continued to flex her action muscles on screen. She famously played Vin Diesel's love interest in the high-speed Fast and Furious movies. Their characters, Letty and Dom, are legendary.
Dom and Letty are the longest-running relationship in Hollywood cinema history.
Wow, that's a fun fact.
What do you love most about their bond?
You know, I love the integrity of it. You know, it's so hard these days to find relationships that last that long. You know?
Yeah.
In life, let alone Hollywood. So.
What do you remember most about that time in your life, that moment creating that magic?
I mean, I was just a kid from the streets, you know. I had no idea what Hollywood was, what money was, what the industry had. You know, I just thought, oh, cool, action movies, man.
Yeah. Is there any updates as far as the next Fast film?
You know, they're working on it. And, you know, whatever they decide to do, I hope we go out with a bang, you know?
For now, Michelle is focused on helping those impacted by the LA wildfires. She's teamed up with A Sense of Home. The nonprofit helps people rebuild homes lost due to the blazes.
They have a donated location, 10,000 square feet, a warehouse where they're doing the home kits, and that's near the Altamira fires where that happened.
Yeah.
And that's who it will benefit.
Her heart is in the right place. Well, now to more of our own SNL 50th celebration as we take a look back at our moments on the show. This time, we're going back 25 years when former Access host Tony Potts was on set when then host and musical guest was Britney Spears.
I heard that you said that you're pretty much open to anything and you want to try, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I won't go overboard, but yeah, pretty much anything I'll do. I don't mind. I think it's fun.
Your host and musical guest, Britney Spears.
May 13, 2000, and then 18-year-old Britney made history on SNL as the youngest to pull double duty as host and musical guest. And we were there as Britney rehearsed a sketch with Will Ferrell and Sherry O'Terry that had Britney playing a bitter former Mouseketeer who hated the real Britney for taking her man. And it scored when it made it to air.
Britney started sniffing around my man, Justin Timberlake. And I told her to step off, and she was like, what? And I was like, no, you don't. And she was like, huh? And I was like,
Hi, I'm Britney Spears, and I'll be host and musical guest. I'm really happy to be back.
Britney was back to repeat her SNL success in 2002, and she shined playing Barbie's little sis Skipper, who learns Barbie is actually her mom.
Your father is a Han Solo action figure. He's not even our scale. What kind of slut are you?
And this time, Britney knew what to expect.
It does help that I've done it before, so I know the ins and outs of like going backstage. I know what it's like, but it's so amazing. It reminds me of theater, like when I was younger. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
She was good on the show. All right, well, next up, it's Taylor's turn at SNL, and you're gonna love seeing her back in the day. But first, one of the funniest moments on SNL was definitely the famous More Cowbell sketch from 2000. It had Will Ferrell banging that cowbell. Remember? In the skit about Blue Oyster Cult recording Don't Fear the Reaper, and it gave us that classic line from host Christopher Walken as record producer Bruce Dickinson.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Thank you, Bruce.
And my progressive rep was super helpful.
Tom Hayes is passive-progressive.
The way Kevin says he always has to help you.
Tom doesn't have progressive, so he takes it out on those who do.
If you switch, you can save hundreds.
Well, that's great. You could buy more of that cologne we all love.
Huh. Progressive called me back about the claim I filed.
Support when you need it. I wonder what that's like, huh?
In my office.
Now, Tom.
Don't be passive-progressive.
This is bad, right?
Switch to get good coverage and savings for yourself.
Advil Targeted Relief. The only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. Advil Targeted Relief.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe moisturizers, developed with dermatologists, contain 3 essential ceramides to replenish ones I've lost and help repair the skin barrier in 1 hour. So I can lock in moisture for up to 48 hours of hydration.
From the #1 dermatologist-recommended skincare brand.
And now, introducing new CeraVe Anti-Dandruff Hair Care.
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
Why is Rich so good? So annoying.
Buttery, salty show-offs.
I love them. Is that a smile?
This is a salty club.
Salty. You're gonna get us kicked out.
So?
That's better.
Loved by everyone, even the saltiest.
What happens when one of the most famous dunkers of all time goes to the greatest lobster fest of all time?
I make Red Lobster famous.
No, Blake. Dunking happens.
Yeah, you're right.
Create your own lobster lover's dream with 2 or 3 choices on one plate at Red Lobster.
It's the perfect time to elevate your home at the Living Spaces President's Day event, where you can start fresh and save big. Lounge in style on sofas starting at $350. Enjoy entertaining with dining sets starting at $295. And rest easy with queen beds starting at $195. Plus, pay no interest for 24 months on select purchases with your good credit and get free shipping as soon as next day. Don't miss incredible deals during the President's Day event, only at Living Spaces.
Living Spaces.
Today in LA, weekday mornings, 4 to 7 a.m.
When we get back, we are going to speak with someone who actually wants to talk football.
Yes! Back in October 2023, Travis Kelce made a surprise appearance on SNL, poking fun at all the cutaway shots to Taylor during his game, shortly after the two started dating. Well, Taylor was also in the episode introducing musical guest Ice Spice. Well, that certainly was not Taylor's first visit to SNL, and in honor of the show's big 50th anniversary, we're looking back at our own time on the SNL set with Taylor.
When I got the call that I was invited to go sing at SNL, I absolutely freaked out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Swift.
And I said, you'll take me somewhere we can be alone.
Taylor was the musical guest on January 10th, 2009, marking her first SNL appearance. For the time being, Taylor was happy just to perform her music, but she had an eye on her SNL future.
It's definitely a dream of mine to maybe be included in something like in a couple, I don't know, just whenever they feel like it.
One day at a time.
But it's like, you know, I'm all right with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Swift.
Well, karma was on her side because that dream of hosting came true the following season when Taylor was both the host and musical guest.
I'm feeling a little nervous but more excited than anything.
Filling in for Sherry Shepherd today is Kate Gosselin.
Hi. It's crazy how much multitasking is going to go down because I don't want to just be a part of some sketches. I really want to be completely involved, like a host.
You know, teens have gotten a lot of flack recently for DWT, or driving while texting.
I started out in children's theater and doing like little sketch comedy shows when I was little, and SNL is what you want to get to.
Thank you so much for having me, you guys. Good night.
Still fun to see her back then, and hopefully she and Travis are enjoying a relaxing getaway somewhere after that pretty disappointing Super Bowl, huh? All right, well, now time for a little shopping break. Lifestyle expert and Guilt Paid spokesperson Adriana Costa is here with today's Guilt It List.
This segment is sponsored by Guilt.
Okay, guys, I'm back with my Guilt It List, and I've got amazing finds for you today, all at great deal prices, and it is so simple for you to shop everything right from your screen. If you open up the camera app on your phone and scan that QR code, it'll bring you directly to Guilt to shop all these amazing deals. As a reminder, NBC Universal receives a portion of the proceeds made when shopping with the QR code. Get ready for this awesome product. It is the Lumina Energy Fat Iron, and it is so easy to use. So there's different modes and levels of intensity. I'm going to show you how this works. On my leg, you have this primer gel first. So you just want to rub it into your skin, your desired area that you want to hit. And look, just like this. Apparently, it reduces the appearance of cellulite, saggy skin. It makes skin overall just tighter. Normally, this is priced as high as $599, but you can get one today for under $100, just $99.99, for a total savings of 83% off. This is the Sutra Aero Styler. What I love is it's got the same base, but then we've got the 5 different barrel attachments and quick swivel foldable arm for easy use at any angle. So you basically just press this button and it swivels, making it super easy to use. So you could choose from the purple, you could choose from the pink, based on your preference. Now, normally it's priced as high as $299, but you can get one today for just $59.99 for a total savings of 79% off. And we've got the Rajuneer Luxurious 24-karat gold peel mask. Very simple to use and apply. You just want to take a little bit out and apply it to your skin. Look at how beautiful that is. It shimmers and shines. You leave it on for 20 minutes, and then all you want to do, once it dries, is peel it off, and your skin will look good as new. Normally, this is priced as high as $390, but you can get one today for $35.99 for a total savings of 90% off. And lastly, but never least on our Guilt It List, we've got the Ella Jane Micron 1 pillow set of 2. It features medium density, hypoallergenic memory fiber fill, and it's machine washable microfiber cover for easy care. Normally, this is priced as high as $120, but you can get a set today for just $44.99 for a total savings of 62% off. Remember, friends, if you want to shop all these amazing deals, you can scan the QR code right on your screen or visit guilt.com/access.
Why do we do what we do? It's simple. For people. It's for you. We do it to know our communities and to serve them, so together we can live, grow, and thrive. Good journalism takes hard work. Exceptional journalism, that takes commitment. For nearly 75 years, NBC4 has been dedicated to uncovering the truth and digging deeper. Because it's more than just words on a screen. It's a promise we make for you.
It's your moment, your game, your place, your time to play. It's fun. It's exciting. And you're winning and winning and winning. Your moment is now at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo, good times, great moments.
Come to Mathis Home today and save big during our presidential savings event with markdowns in every department. We've got all the latest looks for every room in your house at incredible savings. Get huge discounts on hundreds of sofas in all the latest styles. Or shop online and find an unbeatable selection of over 230,000 items. We've got it all. For great quality, all the latest styles, and best value, come to the presidential savings event at Mathis Home.
And as you can see, we've installed high-def cameras to spot any threats. Our agents review live footage to eliminate the possibility of any false alarms. He's very good.
the Morgan Boys.
I'm Matt. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan.
We became injury attorneys just like our parents. Our family has been fighting for families like yours for over 35 years.
So if you're injured, call Morgan & Morgan.
For the people.
For the families.
Step into luxury. Win a Corvette every Thursday in February. The ultimate sports car for performance and functionality. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving you a chance to play all month long to earn entries. Sign up for Club Serrano today, and you could be one of the lucky winners every Thursday to drive off in one of the most iconic sports cars. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino. Voted #1 casino outside of Las Vegas. Visit yamava.com for details.
Today in LA, weekday mornings, 4 to 7 a.m.
Our hearts go out to all of our friends in LA. So we wanted to give back by donating 100% of proceeds from our 2025 calendar to the Pasadena Humane Society and the Milo Sanctuary.
Welcome back to Access Hollywood. Our firefighter friends over in Australia have become pretty famous for their yearly charity calendar that features them cuddling animals. You know what I'm saying? And now they've announced proceeds from a special calendar will go to 2 local Los Angeles charities helping animals that have been injured or displaced by the fires. And the guys were here before the fires broke out and told Zuri how much the calendar means to them.
All right, y'all, this is my toughest assignment to date. I'm hanging out with the Australian firefighters again. Explain to us exactly what the calendar is.
The Australian Firefighters calendar has been going on for about 32 years now. We've donated close to $3.5 million. Doing it.
The 2025 calendar shoot features more than just muscles and pearly whites, as the firefighters got up close and personal with cats, dogs, horses, and even a duck and a koala.
It's just chaos.
Yeah. Most of us are really good mates and all that, so it's like we get together and it's really fun.
We're going to rock it together.
In addition to abs, there were plenty of smiles on display as the furry friends posed for the camera. And the firefighters introduced us to some of the positively cute models.
I'm Benny, and I'm on the cover of the cat calendar.
Oh, Benny!
Ain't nothing but a thing. I'm Mitch, and I'm August.
Aaron, I've got a photo here with Cadmus in February.
I'm Luke on December, and that's me and Archie.
G'day guys, I'm Ben, and I got April this year.
I'm Matt, and this is Xenomorph.
Whoa!
Yeah, and I'm actually allergic to cats, so I got a hairless one.
Count me as a fan of these guys, and I am not the only one. It's safe to say these men receive their fair share of attention from admirers.
Do you guys get recognized from, like, oh, there's March?
I get Mr. September because that was my first year, so over comms they'd be like, oh, Mr. September's on scene.
So are there any actual cat lovers here?
Yeah, I love cats.
Do you have cats?
Yeah, I've got a big Bengal.
Big Bengal?
Cat at home, yeah, he's a ripper.
Anyone else have cats?
Yeah, I've got a cat.
You've got a
I don't know what it is.
What's the cat's name?
It's Tinks.
Tinks?
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah.
Okay.
We have a love-hate relationship.
It's off and on. Is today a good day for you and Tinks?
Because we're separated at the moment.
Aw, little tink. All right, well, now let's move on to new Wendy Williams. It's been quite a while since we've seen or heard from her, and she's the subject of the new Tubi documentary TMZ presents Saving Wendy. The doc explores her guardianship and raises questions about her dementia diagnosis.
Tell me what your life has been like over the past year. What is it like?
Isolated.
Wendy's been making headlines in recent years with shocking claims related to her drinking and health, both in part led to her being put under a guardianship in 2022, all highlighted in the Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?
I will smoke what I smoke, and I will liquor when I liquor.
But now, in Saving Wendy, Wendy talks at TMZ's Harvey Levin through the glass window of her 5th floor assisted living facility room, as she claims she can't have any guests and claims she can barely even leave her room.
Even people who are in prison for murder get an hour a day outside, and you've only been outside in fresh air twice in the last 30 days?
Yes.
Wendy, who seems in control throughout the documentary, repeatedly denies having frontotemporal dementia, yet says she was placed in a memory unit of the facility.
A memory unit, in other words, what? Somebody who doesn't remember crap? Are you serious? This is my life.
Wendy claims she has limited access to the outside world, including her own family.
What about communications? Do you have an iPad or some form of a computer?
I have not. Listen, I've asked the guardian person for an iPad since years, it seems like, but an iPad. Can I please have my telephone back? Can I please be able to call, my family?
And now even the woman assigned to helping Wendy through the guardianship has questions about her current situation.
I've been in this industry for over 30 years, and I could probably give an explanation for every case. I can't give an explanation for this case. It doesn't make sense. She's aware, she understands what she wants, she knows her needs.
Wendy will leave the facility this very weekend and celebrate her dad's birthday in Miami. And her conservator does believe Wendy should be re-examined, but thinks the diagnosis will remain the same. Saving Wendy is on Tubi now. Now to the unfortunate rift, though, between the family of Stephen Twitch boss and his widow, Allison Holker. The dancer and co-executive producer of The Ellen DeGeneres Show died by suicide in December of 2022. And now, as Allison has released a memoir with shocking and private revelations about Twitch, the family is speaking out to defend his legacy.
I just remember Alan saying, "Connie, he's gone," and I just dropped.
Stephen's mother, Connie, first heard of the devastating news of her son's passing from her brother, Alan. Connie sharing with CBS's Gayle King how she's still processing the death of Stephen, who brought such joy into people's homes on Ellen.
Say hi to Twitch. Watch me as I dance under the spotlight.
Connie tells Gayle her grief was made worse when she was allegedly asked to sign an NDA before flying to California to grieve with Allison and her grandchildren. According to Connie, Allison accused Stephen's grandfather of selling a story to a magazine.
Would never do that. So a magazine did call him, and in the throes of grief, my father answered the phone and they asked him
questions.
Right, and he's answering, he's answering the questions, and, saying, we're grieving, we don't know what happened.
That friction increased when Stephen's family was allegedly asked to sign an NDA before coming to the funeral.
It became, if you don't sign, you will not be able to see him and you will not be able to participate.
I realized Stephen had addiction problems.
The tensions came to a head following Allison's People magazine interview about her memoir, where she made the shocking claim that she had found a cornucopia of drugs hidden in their closet.
He was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate.
Autopsy results showed no drugs or alcohol had been found in Stephen's system at the time of his death. Stephen's younger brother, Dre Rose, tells Gayle,
I knew that recreationally he's used or tried things. That wasn't a shock to me. This cornucopia of drugs that had to be Googled, we don't even know if those were, we don't know anything to be true.
Allison's memoir includes details from Stephen's private journals that she claims alluded to him being sexually abused by a male figure during his childhood.
It was a shock to me, it was a shock to our father, because when that comes up, it's like, well, hold on, a male figure in the
male figure,
right?
yeah.
So now you have our family looking at each other like, well, what happened?
Ultimately, you want to see your grandchildren, and you want to see your nieces and your nephews. What can be done to heal this?
I feel like we've extended our hand the past 2 years, and there hasn't been consistency. If you make an act that shows kindness, if you embody the spirit that my brother had of kindness and love and light, give that light to his family. You want to help people, help his family heal, because we're going through it as well.
And Allison gave a statement to CBS News saying in part, Connie has and will continue to be a positive and loving figure in her grandkids' lives. All right, well now, next up, we are back on the SNL memory lane with Drew Barrymore and how she made SNL history at the age of 7. But first, here's another classic moment from SNL's iconic past. From 1983, it's Eddie Murphy in James Brown's Celebrity Hot Tub Party.
Has a cough, she takes Robitussin, so she can have those one-on-ones again.
Hey, Jim. Can we talk about Casual Fridays?
For sure. What's up? Get fast, powerful cough relief with Robitussin and find your voice.
Robitussin. Look out, 'cause here I come. Have you always had trouble with your weight? Same.
Discover the power of Wegovy.
With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds.
And I'm keeping the weight off.
I'm reducing my risk. Wegovy is the only weight management medicine proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events such as death, heart attack, or stroke in adults with known heart disease and obesity.
Don't use Wegovy with semaglutide or GLP-1 medicines or in children under 12. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines to treat diabetes. Call your prescriber about vision changes, if you feel your heart racing while at rest, or if you have mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, flu or upset, headache, feeling tired, dizzy or bloated, gas, and heartburn. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
With Wegovy,
I'm losing weight.
I'm keeping it off.
And I'm lowering my CV risk. Ask your prescriber about Wegovy.
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
With Allegra, you can stop being sneezy without feeling sleepy. Get 0% brain interference for fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with Allegra. It's a no-brainer. Disney's Snow White in theaters March 21st.
Oh, what a good time we will have. You can make it happen again.
Voltaren for long-lasting arthritis pain relief.
I am 35 years old. I am divorced. And I live in a van down by the river.
How you keep a straight face during that is beyond me. The late Chris Farley became an SNL legend with his motivational speaker character Matt Foley and that classic sketch from 1993. We'll definitely be seeing that clip on the SNL 50th anniversary celebration live Sunday on NBC and Peacock. It is going to be epic. And as we count down to the milestone show, we've been looking back at our own SNL moments, and we were there as Emma Stone, Drew Barrymore, and Lindsay Lohan, they all hit the SNL stage as hosts.
It's something I never expected. It's a huge honor, and it's something that when it happens, you're like, what? Are you serious?
I'm your host, Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay's first of 4 times hosting was in April of 2004, the same weekend Mean Girls hit theaters. And starring in that movie along with SNL cast members Tina Fey and Amy Poehler made her hosting gig a lot less nerve-wracking.
It's always better if you know people and you're more comfortable.
Are you doing any Mean Girls skits?
I'm not sure. I'm sure there'll be something. I don't want to say anything because I have to see it.
I can't have children.
Well, what we did get was an SNL classic, the very first Debbie Downer that had everyone, including Lindsay, breaking character.
You know what, Debbie? You are totally ruining my trip to Disney.
But Lindsay told Jimmy Fallon who she blames for busting up.
You were the one who made everyone else laugh.
No!
Yes, you was.
Please welcome Lindsay Lohan.
That's not Lindsay, but Emma Stone playing her when Emma hosted her first of 5 SNLs in October of 2010.
This is my biggest dream in my entire life, so this is the best week ever.
I'm way too busy to go to jail. I have a career. I'm just going to tell them that. They'll totally get it.
And getting the green light to host made her very emotional.
When I found out, I cried on the floor for a while.
Drew's going to be hosting this week.
And Molly rules in it.
And we were with Drew Barrymore for her 1999 hosting gig when she rehearsed with Will Ferrell and her Never Been Kissed co-star Molly Shannon.
I felt really comfortable coming on the show because of Molly. That really helped. No, I'm not kidding. So nice.
This was Drew's big return after 17 years. It was in 1982 when the fresh-faced young star of E.T. was the youngest host of SNL at age 7.
Can I get you a glass of milk, honey?
Milk? I'm a Barrymore. Get me a drink and make it a double.
And that early memory stuck with her.
Like it was yesterday. I mean, just as vivid as a memory could ever possibly be.
That, I imagine, is something you would never forget. All right, this weekend brings season 3 of The White Lotus. It's been over 2 years since season 2 ended, so anticipation is high for more of the hit show. This time around, the action takes place in Thailand with Patrick Schwarzenegger in the cast. And turns out his mom, Maria Shriver, is the show's biggest fan, as Zuri found out on the red carpet premiere.
So congratulations on joining the White Lotus. We saw it's a family affair.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Your mom kind of inspired you to get into this world.
Yeah, well, into White Lotus. She was a huge fan of the show.
Okay.
She's here somewhere. She's fangirling out about it all.
The entire Schwarzenegger family came out to support Patrick, including both parents Maria and Arnold, fiancée Abby Champion, sister Catherine, and brother-in-law Chris Pratt.
No. What?
The 31-year-old plays Saxon Ratliff, described as a Southern finance bro who is a bit of a flirt.
The scenes get a little...
Yeah, they get a little...
You're shooting some scenes, Patrick.
They get a little crazy. I can't say much, but I'm going to have to leave the room when my family watches some episodes.
The man has a plan on how to navigate this season.
Yeah.
Patrick is one of the many new faces this season, along with Parker Posey, Carrie Coon, and Leslie Bibb. Season 1 favorite Natasha Rothwell returns as spa manager Belinda Lindsay, but the question on everyone's mind, is Jennifer Coolidge coming back?
I mean, these are some high-end gays. Jennifer Coolidge, we lost her in season 2, devastating. Will there be justice for Jay Cool?
I mean, we kept trying to bring her back in any form. It was a Buddhist country, after all. Reincarnation.
People are gonna have to watch to find out. But I love her. I know. I've signed my life away. Okay, she's like, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. No, I'm keeping my job.
Honestly, I'm down for a J. Cool return. Make her a ghost or something. Season 3 of The White Lotus premieres this Sunday at 9 p.m. on HBO. And next up, Allison Sweeney reunites with her Days of Our Lives family. So, what brought them all back together? But first, there's drama with a capital D on 90 Day The Last Resort, airing Mondays at 8 p.m. on TLC. So 2 of the show's stars, hoping to repair their relationships with their significant others, are Josh and Brandon, who describe this season in 3 words.
Explosive, roller coaster, and reflection.
When winter season hits, Emergency supports your immune system with so much more than vitamin C. Be ready to fight back with Emergency. And for on-the-go immune support, try Emergency Crystals. No water needed.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
During Jerome's President's Day event, save big on your new living room. Like this power reclining sofa with dream seating for just $12.99 and get the reclining love seat free. Or this power reclining sofa with power headrest, drop-down table, and wireless charging for just $19.99. Get the power reclining love seat free.
Plus, we give you the freedom to choose your savings.
Choose between 60 months, no interest financing, we'll pay the state sales tax, and now free expedited shipping.
Going on now.
Being part of your community matters. Their winning record and level of care matters. The trial attorneys at Sweet James are some of the best in the country, consistently delivering some of the top settlements in the state. Not only do we win big. So if you're injured in an accident and results matter, call a hometown firm that delivers. Call Sweet James.
You're lucky to have me to help you.
Damn. That was the last scene that daytime icon Deidre Hall shared with her on-screen love, Drake Hogestyn. Sadly, Drake passed away from pancreatic cancer last year, nearly 40 years after he first appeared on Days of Our Lives. And as Deidre and the Days cast continue to keep Drake's memory alive, they're also celebrating a pretty major milestone, the show's 60th anniversary. Now that happens this November, but the Days crew got the party started early, gathering for an anniversary photo shoot. And we were exclusively on set with Deidre and her former on-screen daughter, Allison Sweeney.
It's been incredible to be here. A lot of tears, a lot of laughs, a lot of memories.
One of Days' most beloved cast members, Allison, is back as Salem's notorious troublemaker Sammy for episodes airing in November.
I mean, I'm sorry, it makes me emotional, but I am here celebrating their 60th anniversary.
60 years is impossible. Nobody goes 60 years. We really are a family. And over all these years, we've had some very difficult moments, lost a number of people. And we get through it because we get through it together.
Drake's absence was deeply felt during the 60th anniversary photo shoot when his on-screen family, the Bradys, posed for the milestone celebration.
One of the reasons we love him so much is on his passing, every fan who ever had the chance to meet him shared those stories with all of us, and that meant so much to us, to be able to share our grief with everyone who loved him as much as we did. I'm sorry. And so it's beautiful to come back here and share that with everyone, but it's also hard because we had a big group scene and he would always be the center of that. And it's really hard. I'm sorry. It's really hard that he's not there. I'm sorry.
We made it. Not having Drake here leaves a terrible hole in all of us. It took me a long time to realize that I wouldn't pull into the parking lot and see his truck. He had a huge presence on stage, and we miss him terribly.
Very nice. I'm just trying to live up to his name.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
I got my black leather coat now, and I'm wearing his white. I just want to want the family legacy to continue.
I think it should be a shrine to him.
Back in November, Drake's longtime castmate Stephen Nichols told us he wanted Drake's dressing room to remain as it was. And when we were on set yesterday, Drake's name was still there.
Drake would want us to go in there and probably work out.
He would want us to go hang out in there.
Kid, before your shirtless scene, make sure you get lots of reps. Yes.
Sweet memories to have. Days of Our Lives is streaming now on Peacock. And new at the movies this weekend is Anthony Mackie, officially taking the shield in the new Captain America Brave New World. And at the premiere this week, he told us what his younger self would say to him now about playing the iconic role.
Enjoy it. You work your whole life for it. Enjoy it.
Wait for it.
Anthony is living and taking it all in, joining his co-stars before flying, landing, and fighting in this fourth installment of the Marvel franchise.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
Anthony's co-star Harrison Ford joins Marvel as the leader of the United States, caught in the middle of a crisis.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
He's not either a hero or a villain. And there is a mysterious process being used against him.
And Harrison choosing to play in the Marvel world made him a hero at home, especially with his grandkids.
They said, what are you going to do? Who are you going to be? Are you going to fly? No.
Since when were they red?
But Ford does make a transformation into the Red Hulk. And while he's menacing in character, Anthony told us the usually serious Harrison's got jokes.
He's on set all the time cracking jokes and just causing trouble. He's like a bad, high school kid that you can't control.
He's so just a dream. I admire him so much as an actor.
Liv Tyler returns to the Marvel world, playing the General's daughter she originally played in 2008's The Incredible Hulk.
It's been 17 years, and I always wondered if I was still Betty Ross.
I just love Liv Tyler. Fun to see her back on the screen. All right, well, now to some more of our memories from SNL. This time, we head back 15 years with our time with Katy Perry.
This is going to be my debut on the season premiere. I'm very excited, a little nervous.
Hi, I'm Amy Poehler, and I'm hosting the season premiere of Saturday Night Live this week with musical guest Katy Perry.
I'm excited to be on Saturday Night Live because I think it's hilarious. You know, I would stay up late after my parents would go to sleep and watch them, and like, I'm hoping they will let me do a skit.
You're right. Yeah. No, honey, don't bounce. Don't mind.
Well, Katy got her wish, and she must have impressed because the following year she was back, but this time as host, and we were there too.
If I completely embarrass myself, I'll just stick to music. I'll fall back on that.
Easy, love. That's your queen.
That's the queen, eh? I thought Gandalf was in drag.
But the most challenging thing for Katy wasn't her time doing sketches, but time itself.
Getting up early because I'm used to LA time and New York is 3 hours ahead, obviously. And we don't end our days here, or I don't typically fall asleep till like 2 a.m. So I'm running on Starbucks right now.
I have never even been on SNL, and I get that struggle. But listen, do not forget to watch the 3-hour SNL 50th anniversary special live Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. And next up, they are two of SNL's brightest stars, and now we put Andrew Dismukes and James Austin Johnson to the ultimate SNL test. But first, SNL alum Bill Murray stars alongside Naomi Watts in the new movie, The Friend. The story revolves around Murray's character passing away and giving his beloved 150-pound Great Dane Apollo to Watts. Look for it in theaters this spring.
He's there at the top of the hill, between the two bridges, silhouetted against the limpid sky.
You're making this up.
I could have a point, but the fact is the dog magically appeared.
He can't stay. Management company, they are very strict.
Not a problem. I'm working on it. Just a few days. Bad dog. That's just great.
Can I get a Kelly in here?
Oh, yes, you can.
It's Kelly Clarkson, y'all! Every day on Kelly.
Yeah, I'm here.
Feel the love. So friggin' excited. I was gonna keep it chill, but if I had this job, I would never keep it chill. Everything you want, it's all right here. I love this crowd!
Y'all, this is an all-new Kelly.
All new weekdays.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC4.
Shop Mathis Home during the Presidential Savings Event for big values on brand new arrivals. We have the largest selection of sofas with all the styles you love at unbeatable prices. Brighten up your living room with this neutral sofa from Ashley. It's an incredible value at just $4.99. Just one of over 100 great sofas in stock ready to enjoy tonight. Come see the style, selection, and value during the Presidential Savings Event at your furniture superstore, Mathis Home.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We'll give you a cash offer for your house today. We buy houses as is. It can be move-in ready or a complete fixer. MyHomeSold.com makes selling your house easier than ever. When you sell to MyHomeSold.com, you'll save money with no commissions, no fees, no banks, no repairs. Just go to MyHomeSold.com for a free, no obligation, as-is cash offer. That's MyHomeSold.com.
It's your moment. It's another hand pay. Morongo's new high-limit room is awesome. Having a cheer with friends. Everybody having fun. It's a good day. You know this is your day. And you're the winner. Morongo. Good times.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Closed captioning and other considerations for Access Hollywood provided by...
The first time you try Bounce, it hits you. Your laundry feels way fresher, softer. So you start to wonder, if I put a sheet of Bounce on the finance guy, will it make him softer? bounce can't do it all. But for better laundry,
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
Hey, it's me, your very dry skin. New CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion with hydrourea and 3 essential ceramides helps restore my natural barrier and relieves my dryness for up to 72 hours. New CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion.
James Austin Johnson and Andrew Dismukes brought the laughs to SNL's The Weekend Update desk as Imagine Dragons ripoff band Remembering Lizards. They are hilarious and definitely part of the reason why SNL is still at the top of its game. And now, as the show celebrates 50 seasons, we checked in on Andrew and James, who told us all about the show's mysterious audition process with producer Lorne Michaels. That's going to do it for us, though, here at Universal Studios Hollywood. I'm Scott Evans. Till next time.
It sounds weird, but I always knew I would be on SNL.
Who you gonna call? Who you gonna call? Who you gonna call?
You do your audition, and then you go meet with Lorne. If it goes good, you meet with Lorne. And then he kind of has this you have this cryptic meeting with him. And then you just go home for like a week, and you're like, I think I got the job.
Yeah.
But you don't really know, because all he said was like, we're gonna see how you look in wigs.
Of course, before Andrew and James were on the show, they were dedicated fans, so we put them to the test to see how well they know SNL.
Drew Barrymore. Culkin? Drew Barrymore. Dang it.
I'm Drew Barrymore.
Betty White?
Betty White. Betty White. Betty White.
It's great to be here for a number of reasons.
Jim Carrey?
What is his name? I feel so bad that now I know who it is, but now his name Swayze, Patrick Swayze.
Swayze, yeah. I'm always about to say Kurt Russell, because they both have the same hot guy mullet. Don't get Kurt Russell mixed up with Swayze.
It's the perfect time to elevate your home at the Living Spaces President's Day event, where you can start fresh and save big. Lounge in style on sofas starting at $350. Enjoy entertaining with dining sets starting at $295. And rest easy with queen beds starting at $195. Plus, pay no interest for 24 months on select purchases with your good credit and get free shipping as soon as next day. Don't miss incredible deals during the President's Day event, only at Living Spaces.
Living Spaces.
Your day started like any other. You drop the kids off at school and head to work. Little do you know, in the next moment, a truck is going to run a red light and hit you, changing your life forever. For everything that comes next, you won't be ready, but we are. The attorneys at Sweet James will help you recover physically and financially as we defend you against the insurance companies that promise to protect you. You pay nothing until we win. So if you're hurt in an accident, call Sweet James today.
Jerome's President's Day event just got even better.
Score huge savings with this exclusive offer. Sleep better on our Galaxy Queen pocketed spring mattress for $698 and get the adjustable base free. Or save up to $1,000 on top mattress brands like Heirloom and Tempur-Pedic.
Plus, we give you the freedom to choose your savings.
Choose between 60 months, no interest financing, we'll pay the state sales tax, and now free expedited shipping.
Jerome's President's Day event, going on now.
And the Son of God, Jesus the Lord, said, I